Macca, good to see you. I mean, I suppose once you get to this time of year, you kind of start reflecting on, the 12 months that's just passed. And as years go, 2023 was pretty good for you and Notts overall, wasn't it?
Yeah, incredible. I think going into the year, if you'd have told us that by the end of the year we'd be promoted into League Two and then sitting sixth in the league in League Two, playing the way we have played and hitting records and things like that, we would have took that. So yeah, it's been an incredible year.
And I wonder what the start of this season meant to you, getting to, and we talked about it at the time, but now that you're able to kind of look back on it and be a bit more established now, played a lot of league games, what those first few games and particularly that first goal or two meant to you?
Yeah, very special. I've always said I think any non-league footballer's ambition is to play in the Football League, and to finally achieve that at 26-year-old was special. Obviously the first game didn't go to plan, but I remember walking out against Sutton and the game kicking off, and obviously I was very proud because that's what I've wanted to do. I wanted to be a Football League player, so very proud of that moment. Obviously, like I said, the game didn't go to plan, but since then, obviously I had no goals in the first 2 games, which was quite frustrating, but then to get my first goal at Doncaster as well, that was another special moment for me. And yeah, I've had a reasonably good start to the season, I just want to continue that now.
Who did you want to do that for? And you say you wanted to get that first league goal. Is that kind of just for yourself, or is it for other people? Is it for a club or the fans, or who did you kind of want to do it for? If you see what I mean.
I think for everybody, obviously first and foremost for myself, because like I said, that was my ambition, and I always wanted to say that I'm a Football League player, I score goals in the Football League. So for myself first and foremost, for my family, obviously that was a proud moment for them as well. I think I didn't believe I was going to be a Football League player when I was 19, 20 year old, because I wasn't playing professional at that point. My family probably didn't believe that either, because like I say, at that point I wasn't at the levels that I wanted to be at. So yeah, for myself and my family, but then for the club and people, obviously the club's put a lot of trust in me, so I wanted to repay that in terms of goals. And when you don't score in the first 2 games, you sort of feel like maybe you're letting the club down a little bit, and I know they don't think that and the fans don't think that, because I'm still working hard on the pitch and my teammates know that. But you do want to, as a number 9 for Notts County, you do want to score goals. So to eventually get my first goal, yeah, I feel like I repaid the faith and the loyalty the fans showed in me, because they could have been questioning me after the first 2 games about not scoring, but they weren't doing that. They were sticking by me and supporting me. So yeah, repaying that faith and loyalty that they've showed in me as well.
You feel like a better player now than 12 months ago.
Definitely so much better. I think my all-round game's a lot better. Working with a gaffer every single day, he brought me on leaps and bounds, and I look back to when I first signed for Notts and to now, yeah, totally different player. I think my understanding of the game is a lot better, and my IQ is a lot higher now, and that's a big reason for the levels in performance improving. So yeah, I do definitely think I'm a better player now.
I wonder whether David McGoldrick's been a part of that as well, having somebody up there alongside you who's got that wealth of experience, has played in higher leagues as well. Have you been able to learn from what he does on the pitch and off it as well? I'm sure he has an influence on everybody, but given the position you're in up there.
Yeah, definitely. I think the first thing I would say is off the pitch he's incredible. I like to sit next to him in the dressing room and ask him questions, because the wealth of experience he's got, it's unbelievable. He's played at the top level, so why wouldn't I sit and ask David McGoldrick questions and learn things from him? On the pitch you see his quality, and he helps when you've got someone like David McGoldrick alongside you. It brings your game on. He's obviously constantly speaking to you through the game and telling you little things you can do. And I'm never stubborn enough to not listen to him, or never have an ego not listen to him, because he's played at a lot higher level than me and his career's been incredible, so I always listen to him. But not just David, you obviously got the likes of John Bostock, Dan Gosling, who've all played at a top level, and when you look around the dressing room you see these characters and these personalities, I think it brings your game on massively. And last year obviously had a relatively good season, so this year to play with players like this and improve my game more, yeah, it's been a brilliant start.
It must help massively as well that you've got a player alongside you there up front, who we know can score loads and loads of goals and has scored plenty of goals for you as well. But he's really unselfish. Quite often, I mean, the amount of goals he assists for other players around him as well, when you think some players in that position might want to go on their own, but it's kind of team first, and he's set you up for a few this season as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a massive part of his game. You know, the way that he links up play, he comes short and he sees quality. But then when he gets in the positions where, look, Dave McGoldrick, if he wants to shoot, he can shoot because his quality is so good. But he looks for the best option for the team at the time. whether that's laying it off to me or another player. If he has to shoot, you can see his quality and you see the goals he's scored so far. But yeah, he's not just about goals and himself. He's capable of Notts with the ambition of getting promoted with Notts, can't we? And to do that, obviously, you've got to put the team first and foremost, and he's definitely done that.
Obviously, the year ends with the form not being as good as it has been for quite some time. Can you put your finger on what's kind of going on at the moment?
Look, it's difficult because at times I don't think our performances have been bad. You know, we've been on the wrong end of defeats and things like that, but I don't think it's been down to our performance as such. Things haven't been going our way in certain games at certain moments, and that's not no excuse. You know, I think we've got to be able to put a 90-minute performance together. At the moment, sometimes we're getting a 45-minute performance, really good, coming out second half and not being quite as good. Obviously, we've been making some mistakes and things like that, but I think if you look at the actual performances, they haven't been the worst. I think for 18 months, look, now we've had an incredible 18 months and we've had a lot of luck on the way, but we've been playing incredible, and I think we're going through one of them spells at the moment where certain things aren't going our way. But I'm more than confident in this group. I've said it numerous times. You look around the group and the players we've got and the manager we've got in place, I'm more than confident that we can start turning these 45-minute performances into 90-minute performances and then turning them performances into results. I'm more than confident that we can do that.
Stockport away after they won 8-0 last weekend. On the face of it, might be an intimidating fixture, but at the same time, if you can go there and get a result, that's exactly what you need at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm excited for this game. I think as a footballer, these are the games you want to play in. You know, we're going to a ground, Stockport County. Obviously, it's a very famous club. It's a very famous ground. It has a lot of fans. So as a footballer, these are the games you want to play in. We're playing against top of the league, and this is a club that last year we're a penalty shootout away from being in League One, and now right on top of the league, and it's going to be a tough test. It's got quality all over the pitch, but it's a game that I'm excited for, and I think in terms of the way we play, both teams play a sort of similar way, have similar patterns, so I think that could suit us. Obviously, we've came up against numerous different styles of play this year, and some of them we haven't been so successful with. I think this one maybe we can be successful because the way they play is similar to ours, so we can exploit the areas. So yeah, it's like I say, it's going to be a really tough game, but it's one we're going there with confidence, and like you say, if we can get a result here, I think it could kickstart a run because it'd be a massive boost of confidence.
You have another game Boxing Day, but Christmas in between, and Luke Williams has been telling us he wants the players to be able to spend a bit of time with the family over Christmas as well. So what is Christmas going to be like in the Langstaff household?
Hectic, a lot of kids, but it's going to be nice. Obviously, it's nice to spend Christmas with your loved ones. It just means that we can't eat the foods that we probably eat in the previous years. Last year I was actually injured for the Boxing Day fixture, so I was able to enjoy my Christmas dinner in a chocolates den. Not too many obviously, but I was able to enjoy it last year. But this year obviously it's full focus on, well, first and foremost Stockport, but after that we have a massive game on Boxing Day as well, so yeah, we can't have the Christmas that a lot of people could have, but it comes with part of the job.
What is it then, just pasta and water or something Christmas Day, or what?
Yeah, this is usual. I'm very superstitious, so it's got to be my chicken and rice and veg before the game, and like you say, the pasta as well, yeah. So, yeah, we can enjoy a Christmas dinner like a lot of people can.
All right, well, have a good Christmas anyway. Thanks, Macca.
Thank you, mate, and you.
Oh yeah, my first question, sort of like we said, coming up to the end of the year, start of the new year. Do you set yourself sort of any targets for the new year? Anything that you're going to work towards?
I probably sound like a broken record when I say this because I've said it in numerous interviews, and I think a lot of people ask me, do I set targets individually? No, because I feel like if you do set targets and you reach them targets before you expect to, you can become complacent and happy with where you're at. For example, for a striker, normally the target is 20 goals. I think if you get 20 goals, you look at that as a good season. If I did that last year, I would have reached it by December, so then I may become a little bit complacent and happy where I was, and it may not have motivated me to score the 42 that I did score. So I don't like to set targets. Like I said, the sort of standard target for a striker is 20 goals. I'm on 15 so far this season, so I've had a good start, but yeah, I'm not looking to reach any targets or set any targets. I just want to take game by game. I know it's a cliche, but I just want to score in every single game I play.
I was going to say you're not far off it this year, but obviously last year that was talked about quite a lot. Your goal scoring presence, but maybe not so much this year. Do you know? Have you got any sort of reasons why you think that might be?
I think when you score 42 goals, you sort of become a little bit of a victim of your own success because everyone expects you to score 42 goals every year, and look, that's not possible because to score goals, I think for me is one of the hardest things in football. So to get 42, obviously that could be a one-off season. So when you score that amount of goals and you go in this year, I've seen comments, and obviously I read social media, and I think people think I've had a slow start, but to have 15 goals before Christmas, I definitely would have took that. And like I say, I think it's just because of the amount of goals I scored this year that it's not talked about so much this year. But I just say just judge me at the end of the year, see what my goals tally is at the end of the year. If I can continue this form into next year, I should be looking at a healthy goals tally.
Brilliant. And then just lastly for me, Stockport will mark sort of the halfway point in the season. You've played all teams once. Do you feel, and do your teammates feel more settled into this league now and better understand sort of the teams you're up against?
I think so, yeah, but I don't think that's now. I think we recognised that pretty early on, and I think we adapted really well, and obviously went on a good little run and won a few games. Obviously, it'd be difficult to say that, and now after the run we've had, we haven't been at our best in terms of results. So yeah, I think we adapted quite well, and I think we just need to sometimes take a little step back and think, look, it's our first season in League Two, and we're sixth in the league. Yeah, the past few games haven't been great for us, and obviously there's a lot of disappointment from the fans and from the players ourselves. We're in the dressing room and we're obviously disappointed with the previous results. But if you just look at the bigger picture, I think at the start of the season, if someone would have said that you'd be sixth in the league, we would have took that. Again, I think it's a little bit with being a victim of your own success as a team, the way we've played over the previous 18 months and getting promoted with the points tally we did last year. I think teams people just expected us to walk into this league and be top of the league and run away with it, but it was never going to be like that. There's a lot of quality in the league. So like I say, yeah, to be sixth in the league, we're not happy with that, by the way. We're trying to motivate ourselves, push ourselves and try to climb the table. But if you look at the bigger picture, it hasn't been a bad start.